Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is a 2025 limited edition of 100 pieces in stainless steel from Moser Cie of Schaffhausen, Switzerland. This is the Streamliner Genesis, and it is the evolution 2 of the original Genesis concept, which debuted back in 2022 with the somewhat controversial QR code-inspired Endeavor Genesis. That watch was a brutalist take that linked QR codes, NFTs, and watches together. But here we have a more diplomatic take on that theme, where we still have some of the motifs present, but the watch itself is more cohesive. So if you're familiar with the Streamliner center second, this is basically the size and shape of that. There are differences, however. Vantablack dial, no running seconds, a movement that's a little bit different, and some elements that are unique to this model. Now, normally when you have a dial with absolutely no branding, no text, no indices, no physical features, Moser would call that a concept dial. Here it's just described as Vantablack, which is the blackest material. Any reflection you see is the crystal, not the dial, which absorbs 99.965% of all light. It is the most light absorbent material in the world. So it's the same size as the center second, 40 in diameter, 40 lug-to-lug, 12.1 millimeters thick, and if you measure the first link on each side, total distance across the wrist is a still compact 45.9 millimeters. You might wonder, what does this all weigh? Well, it's not toy-like. It's not super-duper light, even though it's not super-duper big. We'll take a look, see what Sammy the Scale has to say. And it's a reasonably beefy 149.52. So let's say that without the tag on that, that'd be 149.38. All right. Now, pulling out into our test zone and throwing the watch on the wrist, it wears like the center second. The watch is comfortable. The bracelet is wonderfully supple. It has sort of an organic aesthetic to it. And you can see where the edge of the case is on each side, nowhere near the edge of my wrist. So this will wear well on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference, maybe even 13 and a half. Being flat, it'll easily slide under cuff. So if you want to wear it as a dress watch, easy enough to do. There is no shortage of luminescence, at least where the hands are concerned. We have Globalite ceramic-based lume inserts. And then this is a great thing about the Streamliner. It's redolent of the 1970s, but you don't look at it and say that's a Nautilus, that's a Laureato, that's an Oyster Quartz, that's a Royal Oak. You've got elements like the bracelet, like the case, that are reminiscent of watches made in period, but it captures the spirit of the era, just as the Dodge Viper captured the spirit of the Shelby Cobra from the 60s, but it didn't look just like a Cobra. This isn't a retro watch, it's an evocative watch. It's got its own soul and identity. The bracelet is wonderfully made. You can see there's no daylight visible between these links, and if you look at the quality of the decoration, even in between links, the flanks, the shoulder bevel, this is awesome stuff. You can see we have pins and sleeves or bars used for the removable links, but there are a lot of them, so you're going to get the right size, and we will size this for you. You can see it's a double fold when closed. We've got the Moser logo out there. Twin trigger release, you have to press both of these for it to open. It won't pop open inadvertently. Moser cases always feature some sort of detail or evacuation, and that's what we've got going here, where we have a polished bezel, polished case back, and then between a little satin channel on each side. Now here's the remnant of the original Endeavor Genesis, that QR code dial motif that no one really liked, that made the watch both polarizing and difficult to read. It's really only retained on the structure of what appears to be a 3D printed crown. And then if you look very carefully, you can also see a matte finish and a little bit of a serration to the center of the hands, as well as the ends of the hands. And that's the only element of that original design that survives here on this watch. Otherwise, this is clean sheet and a much more pleasing and harmonious execution. Now, there is nothing to see on this dial, and even though Moser has in the past cut through the Vantablack on previous Streamliners to create indices, here we've got something that is completely unadorned and quite spectacular. Turning it all over, you can also see Moser's been to work on the back. This is technically part of the second generation of the Streamliner, and there's a couple of things going on here. One, you can see it's a limited edition of 100 pieces, and then you can see right here it says guest. So this was a run of 100 pieces, but it was broken up into 50 and 50. 50 for the people who bought the original Genesis, and then 50 guests invited by those people and accepted by Moser to buy this watch. So that's what that means. And so there will be a little distinction on the case back, whether you're looking at a prior owner who has both or a guest. The movement is also part of the second generation of the Streamliner, where it's fundamentally the same as the old HMC 200 mechanically, but it's much more interesting to look at. And in terms of mechanics, it's a nice looking movement. It's about 31 to 32 millimeters in diameter, so it's large. It's got new anthracite bridges with golden chaton fillings. These aren't golden chaton cups, but the hollows with the jewels have actually been gilded gold to look like chaton. We have a more highly skeletonized rotor to give us a view of the works below. You can see the winding train on this side, and you can see the drive train on this side. You can even see the bidirectional magic lever winding system, which is visible with its pawls over here. We have ceramic ball bearings for greater efficiency, 72-hour power reserve, 3 hertz beat rate, although it doesn't have a seconds hand. It does feature hacking, so you can stop the balance if you wish to do so. We have a full balance bridge with a free-sprung balance for great shock resistance, and thanks to the free-sprung balance, also very precise adjustment. And you can see that we have a combination of double-crested Moser stripes on the bridges with a handsome bevel that runs along the edge of them, a machined bevel to be sure, but a good-looking one. And then we have satin embeveling on the balance bridge with polished screw heads. What's also appealing here is that we have 120 meters of water resistance, so there are no compromises on that front. And the balance, the hairspring, and the escapement are made in-house by Moser through its precision engineering subsidiary, making it one of the smallest companies in Switzerland that can actually build the entirety of the assortment without going to suppliers. So if you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.